Hello and welcome to another episode of Alan Writes. Today we'll be continuing on with the big 125. Normally I write in the morning and it is well into the evening now. And I've also had to do quite a bit of coding and other stuff and interacting with people before now, so I am not at my sharpest in terms of creativity. But you know, this is part of the deal when you become a writer. You kind of have to push through this. If you write only when you're feeling good, you're not going to write very much at all. All right, so all right, so now then, when last we left off, Jack had successfully disengaged from the Mercs, but Dalsco is determined to move things along, and he's got a baseball. So, you know, I think I'm going to switch it over to Dalsco for a little bit. We're going to have a little bit of Jean Valjean and Javert going back and forth between the two, without really knowing who's what or doing things. I mean, is Dalsco? Let's assume he has some authority with somewhere. Private agent, sure, that works. If you have enough money, you can buy the whatever you want in terms of that. He may not be federal or state, but he is a private agent. Yeah, he's not gonna pretend to be something he isn't. But he's okay. Anyway, interior, exterior, city, day. The sun sweeps across the busy metroplex that is the sure stick city. Drones caravan from locale to locale, scanning those below, while people hide themselves behind hoods and masks. From time to time, a person will do something, will take leaps or scramble up the side of the building as if it were no great thing. These are third waivers. These are third waivers. All right. Exterior. Belia Land. Now, how do we want to do this? Bright and shiny always gives lingering despair. Memorabilia Land. A dingy storefront. Storefront is home to artifacts, memorabilia from decades long past. Early phones, late VR gear, books, stuffed animals, and the like festoon the displays. Interior. Land. The interior is no less jam-packed with stuff. Quirky stuff. The kind that would have been thrown out long ago, except that someone decided it was worth something. Alright, let's put a female character in here. Borella. Cute and clearly just slumming it here. Clearly enjoying her job. Tends to the artifacts for a opens up a box of and surveys the elderly contents. De-dusting each in turn. The door chime rings. She doesn't look up. Welcome. What do you want? I'm Dalsco. We spoke over the phone. She looks up and finds a charming Dalsco with the grin just for her. The grin and a baseball just for her. Just for her. Oh, look at that. You weren't kidding. Were you? Well, it just... If you're Burrell, then I'm Dalsco. We spoke over the phone. You were kidding, were you? It just came into my possession. Burrell sets the onto scanning display, sweeping away set of glassware. Sweeping away a oh, what would they have there? Something she wouldn't sweep it away either. Setting aside a stack of CDs. A stack of CDs and places the ball atop the. It chirps almost at once. Last century. Very nice. A little damage though. Couldn't be helped. Tell me, who could I sell this to around here? In the city? Not a lot of buyers. Not a lot of buyers. I'd prefer a local. I'd prefer local. Do you have an address? Okay, and this will set up the exterior. Where does he go for this? He'd go to some place that's safe. How about a who is his friend? She's we've already had an apartment building. So how about a virtual office? Alright, exterior. Or how about a makerspace? What if his if Jack's love is or former flame is an engineer? Makerspace. Machines extrude, spin, and form. All manner of materials that become machines. It is an art and a science, both. Jack strides past past what might one day be a what would be good? What would be good? Be a robot. And heads for a figure in the back. Trace. Trace. It's Jack. Trace. And engineered to the core. Looks up from a screen filled with diagrams and notes, notations. Jack? Jack, it's Trace. Jack slows step. Still a little deaf? You'll have to speak up. Still a little deaf. Jack steps forward. Can't you just couldn't find time for the appointment? Appointment? Not for that kind of surgery. Couldn't find a doctor I'd trust. They've all got connections. And if I'm going to take an implant, I've got to know everything. Everything's got to be just so. Then everything's got to be just so. He's a little paranoid, but for good reason. Yeah. That's not paranoid. It's not paranoid, is it? Not today. You got a minute? Trace idles his console. All right. Interior coffee bar. Trace pours a cup of coffee for Jack. A black steaming sauce of it. Jack sips it and winces. How much motor oil? Hardly any. So you got trouble, and you came here. I just need a place. I just need a place to hide for a while. A bolt hole until this blows over. How long? Could be years. I can wait. Good for you. Good for you. Who do you think is pushing on this? Someone with enough pull. Someone with enough pull to. Someone with enough pull to get killed. For a whim. Doesn't narrow it down. Not anymore. Yeah. Be different. Miss those days. All right. Last century. Authentic signature. K-line. A little damage though. Yeah, it used to be different. Miss those days. The two, is there the, for all right, I've got a place. If you don't, find a few rats. There's some good eating. There's some good eating on a rat. Yeah, takes me back. Trace reaches under the and plucks an old key fob. Instructions are on there. Don't lose it. It's the only one. I'll secure. It's what I'd use if I had to. Can you get in touch with some of the others? Gaelig, Marie. I need warn them that someone keep poking around my history. Sure. I'll even watch my own back. Even watch my own back. Not that anyone cares. Cares about an old engineer. About an engineer. They should. They should. We shouldn't forget those who sacrificed. Alright, so here I'm going to make Trace is part cyborg, real hardcore, Dalsco will learn this to their disadvantage. Yeah, but daisies are $1. To yesterday, Trace up the bug. Jack thinks it with his own. Alright. I'm going to need some padding here. No, I'm going to show how Dalsco finds Trace. Interior. Colon Nexus booth. Night. Dalsco numbers and patterns. Flicker. Cross. Features of Dalsco. As he traces 3 different application signatures. He doesn't have the ball. Eiley is the baseball. Baseball to himself as the computer systems work. Numbers names and more are spit out, collated in turn. Eventually they narrow down to a single line of text. Dalsco grins. The key is his implant. I've got a lead. I'll be working late. Can I get some cover at some makerspace downtown? Address and details to follow. Okay, so I need to, what did I call that guy? Voice over the implant. Distorted. Work quickly. If he goes to ground, it will be another 20 years. See him. Must be nice to be able to do that. Serve us well. You too can be elevated. Enjoy this. Here's the call. Into the air thoughtfully. Alright, I don't know where we're going. It's a lot of back and forth. At some point, I'm going to have to draw them together, and they're going to have to be able to have a discussion. I'm thinking probably at the bolt hole, where we'll have a discussion that's split by a glass partition. That's the easiest way to keep them from killing each other, but also still have a discussion. Maybe it's Jack who wants to, the bolt hole, Jack, and actually talk separated by a glass divide. Jack wants answers, so does Dalsco. And if we want to switch over, we'll be, are you midnight? No. Do you know him? Shit. Yeah, so I gotta take you in. For what? Memory. So, no, not doing that. And if it comes to it, I'll off myself before I let you. They have to come to an accord of some kind. Jack convinces Dalsco that he can give him what he wants if trail is clean. Dalsco is no Javert, but yeah, well, Javert's appeal is that he's continually pursuing Jean Valjean, who is kind of a saint figure. Jack is no saint either. I don't know where this is going. Also, there's no. He does have standards. Then betray him. The gas attack that kill anyone but an immort. Jack saves him, and this changes things. For now. Alright, that'll have to be that. How many pages in are we? Not many. We're really snapping along, but then again, that's the first draft, and if it's a screenplay, you want to keep it short if possible. It's better to expand than to you'll expand it out to get to encompass all the story that you need to. Then you'll cut it away to only the essentials. And when you can't cut anything without ruining the story, then you'll know you've got your screenplay down to exactly what it needs to be, or not exactly, but close enough. Someone else is after all going to look at this and sketch it out and do storyboards and everything else fun that goes with it. Will be in someone else's hands, and you have to let it go, even if it doesn't fit your. You'll get paid, and it'll be up to someone else's creativity to see it through, because this is just the written part of it. There's a whole lot more that needs to happen, and trust in the creative process. So I hope you've enjoyed this. This has been Alan Wrights, the big 125. And with this, my day can proceed to end. I hope you have also had a good day. Take care out there if it is otherwise. Thanks.